guys, so today I'm actually going to discuss a kind of touchy subject when it comes to me. Yesterday I actually tried making a video and it was a chit chat video, you know, very casual. However, seconds before I started, one of the maintenance guys showed up, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, I know exactly why. Well, he showed up and I ended up having anxiety, and I tried powering through the video, but throughout the entire video you can literally see my anxiety kicking in. I could not breathe. I was stressing out. I was just blabbering. There's no like beginning, middle, or ending to what I was saying. It was just a big mess. So I'll insert the clip here. Hey guys. Alright. Hey guys, I'm back again with the chit chat video. It's kind of hard to chit chat or talk about topics, especially when I don't really know what my audience is into, but I'm just gonna go off of my anxiety is kicking in right now for some reason, and I don't even know why. So let's just switch the topic to anxiety, because apparently it wants to make itself known right now. Goodness. Alright, I don't even know where to start with this, because I was diagnosed with this maybe 2 years ago. I think 3, around there. It's fairly recent. Alright. Okay. I don't even know, because I'm winging it right now. I had a different topic going, but can't really stop this from happening. I suffer from social anxiety. I do not get nervous in front of crowds. Not entirely. I actually have anxiety to the extent of one-on-one with anybody. I start sweating profusely. And before this video, I actually had the maintenance dude here checking on a sink, and that little thing apparently triggered my anxiety to kick in right now. I don't even know where to start with this, because it's still new to me. I have anxiety attacks at random moments of the day, of the week, of the month. There's no way to predict it. When I stress out, I have anxiety attacks. When I'm, like I said, when I'm talking to one person, I'm having an anxiety attack. Well, I don't even know. Oh god, I'm like frazzled right now. Why am I frazzled? I'm by myself in front of a camera. Okay. You can kind of see it too. God. Okay. Should I even do a video today? Alright. Let's start all over. As you saw, it isn't a pretty sight. Whenever people are having anxiety, it's something they cannot prevent, nor can they control it, me included. That being said, I just want to touch on a few things when it comes to anxiety. First and foremost, there are multiple kinds of anxiety. I've written down just a few, the main ones that I know of, and it is general anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, panic disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and social phobia, also known as social anxiety. Now, general anxiety is, you know, the typical thing that you hear about, where the person is worrying a lot and can't seem to stop worrying. OCD, a lot of people know of it, not many people have it. General anxiety, most people have it, but OCD is something where you have repetitive action or thoughts that you cannot stop. And panic disorder is basically like intense fear that can bring on physical symptoms, such as literally just being sick to your stomach, stress in your chest, just a whole bunch of just stressors, and that just comes from a panic disorder. And then there's post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It is from where PTSD happens whenever an individual, whether it's a civil or military personnel, they have had a life-threatening situation happen to them, and because of that, they now associate certain things to that memory and they freak out. And then there is social phobia, social anxiety. Social anxiety is actually what I have been diagnosed with. I cannot be around people, even if it's just one person. For some reason, my body gets extremely uncomfortable and it starts sweating profusely. I start itching. I start picking at my fingers. As you can see, they are completely destroyed. And another thing that has just started happening this year is I pick at my scalp, creating scabs. The fingers and the scalp thing, they are things that I don't even realize are happening at that moment. It's just something that I do on a regular basis because for some reason I'm anxious a lot of the time for who knows what reason. But Alex luckily understands my situation and he just, pats me and is like, hey, relax, there's nothing to worry about. Anxiety in general is not something you can control, nor can you truly stop it. You can only kind of handle it day by day, situation by situation. The way I handle it is by just literally relaxing my shoulders, stepping back from the situation, and kind of clearing my mind and just breathing, focusing on my breathing. And sometimes in extreme situations, I try counting to 10 and back. And I've never gotten to this point, but I know that another coping mechanism is looking at items around you and trying to describe them. Just anything that'll calm you down and get your mind off of whatever may be stressing you out at that very moment. It's kind of hard for me to acknowledge what's going on to me whenever it's happening. It's literally like I am here and I'm looking at myself through a window and this side is just freaking out and I cannot stop it. All I see and feel is I can feel my body freaking out, but mentally my body is not listening. My head is like telling it there's no reason, my head is telling me there's no reason to be acting this way, yet my body is reacting so horribly at that very moment. And that's literally how it is for me. The maintenance guy came over yesterday to work on our sink, and just that one-on-one for some reason triggered my anxiety to kick in, and there was no stopping it. I had to let it happen. Yesterday I was in the middle of a video and I tried pushing through it and it just didn't work. It's really uncomfortable for me to watch. It's not something that I'm fully accepting of just yet. It's something that I'm still working on, and I don't really know what kind of advice I can give to others besides what works for me, which, like I said, is just kind of stepping back and trying to get myself to relax. For those of you who actually know somebody who has anxiety, whichever one it may be, all we ask is patience and understanding, because we know from your perspective it is not a pretty sight. We know from your perspective it is scary to watch. We also know that from your perspective it's just weird because you probably don't know what to do. Don't There's really not much you can do besides just reminding us. That's the best thing, is to remind us to just relax and breathe and calm ourselves down, because at that state of mind we are freaking out because our body is overreacting to something physically and our minds can't seem to control it. That it seems like if somebody is beside us telling us to calm down, relax, and like kind of breathing with us and is going through the process with us, it seems to help a whole lot. But yeah, that's the main thing that I ask is, and a lot of us ask, is be patient with us, and be understanding, because we really can't stop it. And as for you out there who are going through it, there's a lot of us out there who have anxiety, regardless of which side of the spectrum we're on. There's a lot of us. I am unfortunately at the extreme side of social anxiety, where even just if I'm walking the dogs, if I'm getting close, and it could be broad daylight, I could be walking the dogs and some stranger comes up walking past me, I can feel my fingers getting all gross, and it feels like slime, to be honest, because I'm sweating so much. If somebody says have a good day out of nowhere to me in the grocery store or something, at that point my guard is super up. I'm like aware of everything. It's such a scary feeling, because for some reason I'm afraid of nothing. But that's all we ask, is patience and understanding, and there's a lot of us and it's not a pretty sight. It's scary for us, and all we need is other people to just be there for us, and that's really all it is. Yesterday it sucks that I tried making a video and for some reason my body started to freak out on me, and it was really hard for me to rewatch the video. I was trying to watch it with Alex, and literally brought tears to my eyes, to the point where Alex didn't allow me to continue watching it because it was hurting me to see myself in that light. It's different to be experiencing it than to actually see it placed before you, and it was such a scary sight. It didn't seem like it was me. I was breathing heavily. I couldn't control what I was saying or control my breathing. I just felt like it was such a horrible feeling. That's all I have to say, is there's a lot of different kinds of anxiety out there, and a lot of different coping mechanisms. I've already named what helps me, but it's not a pretty sight by far, and that's really all I have to say, you guys. I'm sorry that this video isn't all peppy or anything like that. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there who try and sugarcoat it, but I'm not the sugarcoating kind of person, regardless if I'm on camera or not. I like to be straightforward, and that's that. This is who I am, this is what I have, and there's no changing it. All I can do is work with it and make it work into my life however I can. And that's all I can say to you guys, is just kind of handle it, the situation day by day, situation by situation, and good luck to all of you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good day.